Hey everybody out there in YouTube land. Oh. Well, the first thing I want to tell you, I'm sorry about that short video I put up about the dye colors. When I posted that, I hit a button that said edit into short. I've never done that before. And it just took out everything I was even talking about, but I won't do it again. But this is after I've done the second coat of the epoxy on here. And I was going to tell you, the way you can tell, I let this dry overnight, so it's dry, but the way you can tell, you find an area that's high, like right there, and just take a razor blade and scrape on it, and you should get a white powder, like that, if you can see that. So it's good and dry. And I never told you the name of this stuff, but it's Z-Epoxy. Comes in several different kinds. I use the 30-minute. They have some that's 5-minute and too short of a working time for me, but 30-minute works good for me. And as you saw, it a little bit goes a long way. But I wanted to show you every step of this. I know this is kind of getting repetitious, seeing me apply this 2 times, but I'm going to show you some of the sanding and what to look for. So cover your ears for right now. I'm going to flip this over and do the other side first. These biscuits set where they need to be. Alright, cover your ears. 220 grit sandpaper. You can see these marks here. Ran that credit card across it. Definitely gotta get them out. You saw how thin I put this stuff on. It's really thick. As little as you put on. My sandpaper's shot, yeah. I'm doing the thin line tilly at the same time, so I just got through with the first coat of that stuff I put on yesterday. I just got through sanding it. I wore my sandpaper out. Better. What we're looking for here is to get rid of all the shiny spots. It's got a long way to go here, but if you'll use like a glancing light, you can see, I don't know if you can see it, I can see it. Like right in here where I've sanded, you see these little shiny spots? I hope you guys can see that. All that stuff's got to come out. Of course, around the edges, you can see how shiny it is here. But we'll keep sanding and get it done. Over here. really see any shiny spots in the middle of the guitar, just around the edges. Give you a little there. But we'll skip that for now, and I'll show you kind of what I do on the edges. You can't really use that sander. Get these bench biscuits out of the way. But I've got this little gadget here that came with this box of sandpaper right here that has no markings on other than the grit. I don't know who makes it, but it's the best sandpaper I've ever used. This stuff, when it starts getting clogged up, I just knock it off, and it's still, I've been using this for 2 days, and it's still got some good grain on it. So I'll go back and find out where I got this stuff and let you know, but it's the best sandpaper I've ever had. But on the edges, I just kind of start giving it this. Oops, broke the light. I really don't need that anyway. But you just want to, you got to get to a place between sanding down to bare wood you don't want to do, but you want as thin as possible. So you need to use your hands to feel as you're looking too. And I got a bad habit of using my left hand to feel with. I don't have any feeling up here in these fingers from the neuropathy. It's a muscle memory I've got, just keeps me doing it. So that's kind of it. And you see these shiny spots around the edges. I'll take this thing. Just knock that down. A little shiny spot right there. Look at that. Makes it dust right out of it. Alright. You kind of get the gist of how to do these edges like that. And we'll get up in these horns, I'll show you what I do there. I do have some sanding cylinders that I used to use up in these areas, but I can't find them. I'll find them eventually. So I kind of just, this little thing here is like a hard rubber. And it'll work on flat, but it kind of bends too, so I can use it a little bit around these edges here. I mean, around these horns, cutouts. When I get down in these real tight places, I won't be able to use this. You see how that's turned into a white, fine powder. See how it's still real shiny in those areas. That's got to all come off of there. And I've got this little gadget that I can try to use down in these small areas here. These little tiny spots. I wish I could find those sanding cylinders. They work great. And I've also made a little gadget for that I use when I buck these things to get down inside these horns. But it takes time. If you don't have the time, don't mess with it. 'Cause it'll take me a good, I don't know, at least an hour to sand this, maybe a little more. You know, you can get in there with your fingers. Alright, I won't bore you much longer with this. Just need to take your time. I pay a lot of attention to these edges. To be careful. You don't want to change the shape of the guitar, bevel off the edges too much. I don't know yet if this guitar will need a third coat of green fill or not. I don't think it will, but I'll check it out once I get it all done, all sanded. I ordered parts for that thin line Telecaster, and I normally try to not put a lot of money into a build, but I'm building that guitar for somebody. It's going to be a gift, so I'm putting a little money into it. I ordered some Seymour Duncan pickups, and I got a notice from UPS yesterday that they had been delivered, and they're not delivered. They showed me a picture, and it's not my house. Come to find out, the UPS guy was just here. He delivered it to my next door neighbor. It's a picture of his front door. I didn't realize that yesterday. But he's not home right now, so I don't know if he's going to give me the package or not. He hasn't lived there very long, but he seems like a real nice guy. Comes around, and he's the one that kind of found me when I was passed out in here from the heat stroke. But I'll go talk to him later when he gets home. I don't know if he doesn't give it to me. I guess Sweetwater's going to have to send me more. I mean, Sweetwater got paid, UPS got paid, and I'm sitting here with no pickups. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. I'm sure the guy will probably just give it to me. I don't think he has any use for pickups. Alright, I think you guys kind of see what's going on here. I know this is repetitious, me keep coating and keep sanding, but I want to show you every step of the way of what I do. Alright, that'll be good for you guys, and I'll continue on off camera. And everybody that watches these things, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, man. Take care, y'all.